You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. This is the incredible story of Oh, the Places You'll Go, and the quotes that changed the world. Picture this, 1990. Dr. Seuss is 86 years old, nearing the end of his legendary career. He's already created The Cat in the Hat, The Grinch, and Horton, but he has one more gift to give the world. One final masterpiece, a book that would become the most popular graduation gift of all time. A book whose quotes would be tattooed on arms, painted on dorm room walls, and whispered as encouragement in hospital rooms across the globe. That book? Oh, The Places You'll Go. And it wasn't written for children. It was written for you. For me. For every human being facing the uncertainty of what comes next. Dr. Seuss knew something profound when he wrote this book. He understood that life isn't about reaching a destination. It's about having the courage to begin the journey. And he packed that wisdom into quotes so simple, so powerful, that they've become the unofficial handbook for navigating life. Let's dive into these life-changing quotes and discover why they've resonated with millions for over 3 decades. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. This isn't just an opening line. This is a battle cry against procrastination, fear, and the voice in your head that says, not yet. Dr. Seuss is telling you that you don't need permission to start. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. Your mountain, your challenge, your dream, your goal, it's not going anywhere. But today is the day you start climbing. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. This might be the most empowering 23 words ever written. Think about it. No matter what your circumstances, no matter what limitations you face, you possess the 2 most important tools for success: intelligence and the ability to move forward. Your brains represent your unique perspective, your problem-solving ability, your creativity. Your feet represent your power to take action, to change your situation, to literally move toward your goals. And the direction? That's entirely up to you. Oh, the places you'll go. There is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. Life isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Dr. Seuss reminds us that ahead of us aren't just challenges and responsibilities, but adventures and victories waiting to happen. Every day offers points to be scored, small wins, personal achievements, moments of growth. Every situation offers games to be won, problems to solve, skills to develop, relationships to build. The places you'll go aren't just physical destinations. They're emotional heights you've never reached, intellectual breakthroughs you've never imagined, connections with people who will change your life forever. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. This quote captures something essential about human potential. You're not meant to stay where you are. You're designed to rise, to grow, to achieve more than you think possible. The high flyers aren't some exclusive club you can't join. They're people who decided to keep climbing when others stopped. People who chose to see great sights instead of settling for familiar views. And here's the beautiful part. When you join them, you inspire others to follow. But Dr. Seuss didn't just give us motivational platitudes. He gave us something much more valuable. Brutal honesty about what the journey actually looks like. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. This line follows all the promises of success and fame, and it's genius. Because Dr. Seuss acknowledges what every motivational poster ignores. Sometimes you'll fail. Sometimes things won't work out. Sometimes you'll be disappointed. And that's not a flaw in the system. That's part of the journey. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly, it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. Bang-ups and hang-ups. What perfect Dr. Seuss language for life setbacks. A bang-up is when something crashes into your plans unexpectedly. A hang-up is when you get stuck, when progress stops. But notice what Dr. Seuss doesn't say. He doesn't say these things will destroy you. He doesn't say they mean you should quit. He simply acknowledges they're part of everyone's story. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. Loneliness and fear. Dr. Seuss names the 2 experiences that every successful person has faced but rarely talks about publicly. The moments when you're by yourself, facing uncertainty, and fear tries to convince you to turn back. But here's what's brilliant about this quote. It doesn't tell you to avoid being alone or never feel scared. It tells you to expect these feelings and keep going anyway. All alone. Whether you like it or not, Alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. This might be the most psychologically accurate line in all of Dr. Seuss. Personal growth requires solitude. Making important decisions requires you to sit with your own thoughts. Building resilience requires you to prove to yourself that you can handle things independently. Alone isn't punishment. Alone is preparation. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. Life will confuse you. You'll encounter people, situations, and opportunities that don't fit into neat categories. Dr. Seuss calls them strange birds, and they represent everything unexpected you'll encounter on your journey. But getting mixed up isn't failure. It's learning. It's how you discover new perspectives, develop adaptability, and realize that your original plan was just the starting point. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. This is Dr. Seuss's philosophy of living condensed into 2 lines. Move forward, but move thoughtfully. Take risks, but consider consequences. Be bold, but be wise. Life is a balancing act between confidence and humility, between planning and spontaneity, between holding on and letting go. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. This quote always makes people smile because it's so specific and absurd. 98.75%? Why not 100%? Because Dr. Seuss was honest. Success isn't guaranteed, but it's highly probable if you keep trying, keep learning, and keep moving forward. And that 1.25% uncertainty? That's what makes the journey exciting. Kid, you'll move mountains! 4 words. 4 words that have probably launched more dreams than any motivational speech in history. You'll move mountains, not might, not could, will. Mountains represent the impossible challenges, the overwhelming obstacles, the things that seem too big to change. But Dr. Seuss looks at you, regardless of your age, your background, your current circumstances, and declares with absolute certainty, you have mountain-moving power. But then comes perhaps the most psychologically profound section of the entire book. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for wind to fly a kite, or waiting around for Friday night, or waiting perhaps for their Uncle Jake. The waiting place. Dr. Seuss's name for the psychological trap that catches more dreams than any external obstacle ever could. The waiting place is where people go when they stop taking responsibility for their progress. They wait for permission. They wait for perfect conditions. They wait for someone else to make the first move. Dr. Seuss warns us about this place because he knows that waiting feels safe. But it's actually the most dangerous place you can be. Because while you're waiting, life is happening. Opportunities are passing. Other people are moving their mountains. Simple it's not. I'm afraid you will find. For a mind maker-upper to make up his mind. Decision-making is hard. Dr. Seuss acknowledges this universal struggle with his characteristic wordplay. We're all mind maker-uppers, but making up our minds, choosing a direction when multiple paths seem possible, that's one of life's greatest challenges. But here's what's beautiful about this quote. It doesn't offer easy answers. It simply validates that feeling stuck between choices is normal, universal, and temporary. I'm afraid that sometimes you'll play lonely games too. Games you can't win because you'll play against you. This might be Dr. Seuss's most psychologically sophisticated observation. Sometimes your biggest opponent isn't external circumstances. It's your own mind. Self-doubt, perfectionism, negative self-talk, fear of failure. These are the games you play against you. And Dr. Seuss acknowledges something important. These games can't be won through traditional competition because you're fighting yourself. The solution isn't to win these games. It's to recognize when you're playing them and choose different games instead. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far and face up to your problems, whatever they are. This quote contains a profound truth about resilience. Problems aren't roadblocks. They're just part of the hike. They're not signs that you're on the wrong path. They're proof that you're moving forward. The verb face up to is crucial. Not avoid, not deny, not wait for them to disappear. Face up to them. Acknowledge them, understand them, and then keep hiking. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. Dr. Seuss paints such a vivid picture here. The journey isn't always pleasant. Sometimes you'll be paddling up creeks that scare you. Sometimes the effort will be exhausting. Sometimes your equipment will fail you. But the direction remains the same. Onward, up. You're off to great places. You're off and away. We end where we began, but with a crucial difference. When Dr. Seuss says this at the beginning, it's a promise. When he says it at the end, it's a certainty. Because you've been through the whole journey now. You've seen the peaks and valleys, the waiting places and frightening creeks, the bang-ups and hang-ups and mountain-moving moments. And you're still here. Still moving. Still growing. That's why Oh, the Places You'll Go has become more than a children's book. It's become a cultural phenomenon. The most popular graduation gift in history. The book that's given when someone starts a new job, moves to a new city, faces a major life change, or needs encouragement during difficult times. These quotes appear on everything from dorm room walls to corporate boardrooms, from greeting cards to motivational tattoos. They've been referenced by presidents and celebrities, quoted in commencement speeches and therapy sessions. Why? Because Dr. Seuss captured something universal about the human experience. The excitement and terror of possibility. The reality that life includes both triumph and failure. The recognition that we all have more power than we realize. But here's what makes these quotes truly special. They don't promise that life will be easy. They promise that you have what it takes to handle whatever life brings. They don't guarantee that you'll never feel scared or confused or stuck. They guarantee that these feelings are temporary and navigable. They don't claim that success is automatic. They declare that you have the tools, brains, feet, and the power to choose your direction, to create your own definition of success. In a world full of complex self-help systems and complicated life strategies, Dr. Seuss gives us something beautifully simple. Permission to begin. Wisdom for the journey and confidence that we'll arrive wherever we're meant to be. Your mountain is waiting. Your brain is ready. Your feet are capable. The only question that remains is, which direction will you choose? The places you'll go are limited only by your willingness to start moving, keep learning, and trust in your own mountain-moving power. So, get on your way. Find the complete collection of Oh, the Places You'll Go quotes with beautiful graphics perfect for sharing, detailed analysis of each quote's meaning, printable inspiration for your workspace, and more life-changing Dr. Seuss wisdom at hooktobooks.com. Your journey to the places you'll go starts with the very next step you take.